I'm going to say something to you that might surprise you coming from someone who runs an online business. I do not think social media is the only way to market your expertise and social media. And I think the idea that you have to be on Instagram, posting daily, building a personal brand through short form videos, staying visible across all these channels simultaneously, I think for a lot of us, coaches, consultants, service providers, I think that message has been genuinely damaging. And that's not because social media doesn't work. It does. For some people, in some niches, with some approaches. But because the idea that it is the only way, the primary way, has caused a lot of brilliant service providers to either burn out trying to keep up or quietly give up on their online visibility entirely because they just can't sustain the pace that social media algorithms demand. Thankfully, there is another way, and it's one that suits how most knowledge-based business owners actually work and increasingly how their clients actually serve. My name is Alex, and I'm the founder of StructuredAF, and that's a platform that helps online coaches, consultants, and course creators to become visible to AI search engines. I spent 30 years in software before building this, and I built it in part because I kept seeing a pattern. The most qualified people I knew were the ones most exhausted by the performance demands of social media marketing, and there had to be a better fit. Now, here's what I see happening to a lot of people in the coaching and consulting space. They start a new business based on genuine expertise, and they're good at what they do. They get their first clients through referrals, completely normal, word of mouth and existing relationships. And those clients get good results. Everything is working perfectly. Brilliant. New business, excellent results. And then they're told to grow, you need to be on social media, like a performing seal. You need to post consistently. You need to post 5 times a day. You need to build your audience. You need to go live. You need to do reels. You need to show up on Instagram and TikTok or LinkedIn or all of the above. So they try, and most of them commit to it for at least 30 days. They'll do a 30-day challenge. They'll commit to it for 90 days. They're really going to buy into this. And a few things happen. The time it takes is enormous. Not just the posting, but the strategy, the captions, the filming, the editing, the engagement, the algorithm chasing. And the return is often slow and unpredictable. And the content that tends to perform is not necessarily the content that best represents their expertise. It's the content which fits the platform's current preference. And underneath all of that, there is often a quieter discomfort. This just doesn't feel like me. I'm a consultant or a coach or an expert in something specific. I didn't sign up to be a content creator. I'm not an Instagram influencer. And that discomfort isn't weakness, it's a signal. It's telling you that there might be a better fit between who you are and how you market yourself. So what are the alternatives? What are the realistic alternatives? Well, there are several. Podcasting, SEO-driven content, speaking, strategic partnerships, referral systems, and the right mix depends on your business model, your strengths, and what you actually like to do. And I'm not going to pretend that there's one answer for every single person. But there is one channel that I believe is particularly underused by knowledge-based online businesses right now, and it fits almost perfectly with how that kind of expertise is structured: AI search. Here's why it suits coaches and consultants so well specifically. When someone uses ChatGPT or Claude to find a service provider, they're not just asking for the most prolific poster. They're not looking for the person with the biggest following. They need the person who is the most credible, the most relevant expert for their specific situation. And this is why ChatGPT and Claude are so good at recommending you specifically, because they know how your client works and who's going to fit with them. So when they type in, find me a business coach who specialises in course creators, or recommend me a consultant, then those recommendation queries are going to throw back the answers of the person who is the best fit for them specifically, not the one who posted the most times on Instagram last week, Not the ones with the highest number of followers, but the ones whose websites contain clear, structured, machine-readable information about exactly who they are, what they specialise in, who they help and what they deliver. And that's a very different game, and it's one that suits people who have a deep expertise, a very clear niche and a well-structured body of work, but who don't want to dance around their kitchen on TikTok just to do marketing around a content production treadmill. So the question is, how does this actually work in practice? AI tools like ChatGPT, Claude and Gemini build their understanding of who is credible and who the experts are in all niches through something called structured data. And that's a technical layer that sits on your website in a format that AI crawlers can read clearly. It's not your blog posts, it's not your about page copy, not your social media bio, but a specific machine readable layer that says, this is who this person is, this is their speciality, this is who they help, and these are their credentials. And when that layer exists, AI can pick it up, verify it, and include you with the answers it gives to people looking for someone just like you. And without it, AI either gives a vague response or doesn't mention you at all, regardless of how long you've been in business or how good your work is. And the important and brilliant thing about this is that it doesn't need to be ongoing. You are not publishing 3 times a week and hoping the algorithm likes it. You add structured data to your website once, maintain it when your business changes, for example, if you add a new course or something, and it works in the background indefinitely. I want to be straight with you about something. AI search visibility isn't a magic switch. Adding structured data to your website will not result in a flood of inquiries overnight, like any infrastructure investment it builds over time. AI tools are constantly updating their knowledge, and the businesses with structured data in place today are the ones building a compounding advantage as AI search grows. I am also not suggesting that you abandon every other channel. If something is working for you, be it referrals, a podcast, a small but engaged email list, keep doing it. What I am saying is that AI search is a channel that suits the way expert-led online businesses actually want to work, and most of them aren't on it yet. And that's an opportunity. So if you want to understand what structured data actually looks like and how it works in practice, the next video I would like to point you to shows a live example, what AI says about a business that has this in place compared to one that doesn't, and it's linked to right here. And if you want to get started without needing to understand all the technical side, I've put together a free resource for you, and it's an AI visibility tool for your lead magnet, so that it generates the structured data that lead magnet needs to become visible in AI. It takes about 5 minutes, you don't need a developer. The link's in the description, but you can go there right now to structuredaf.com/free. You do not have to build your marketing around social media. There is a better fit for the kind of business you're building. See you in the next one.